Welcome to Warriors Charts. Our focus here is raising consciousness. Please subscribe. Feel free to comment. I hope you enjoy. Be blessed. I just real quickly want to talk about how we spiritual people are responding to all of the disclosures that are coming out. And I'm using a reference from the Ageless Wisdom. And it's related to how disciples respond to the world evil. I came across this information, I'm assuming, to correct my own attitude towards some of these things that have been coming out, and then some of the ideas that I've had about how we need to fix it, and setting aside my personality essentially, and just letting things be. So, basically, if we're experiencing this uncertainty as of to the future, and if you're feeling that uncertainty as of the future, this is kind of for you. If there's an annoyance as to what is being done throughout the planet by non-spiritual people, this is for you. If you are going around criticizing the national and international planning and the general atmosphere of unhappiness that is taking place around the world, this is for you. And if you think you have all of the right answers, and what you would like to see happen, and all the right personality answers, and this utopian idea and ideals, then this is for you. How are these things, and how is this attitude being expressed? I mean, logically, how is your attitude of what we just talked about coming out? Basically, there's only one way, and that's in a negative and unconstructive manner. Thinking you have the answers and other people don't, separative. Criticizing the way all of these things are taking place and unfolding, you're putting yourself and your ideas above the way things need to be unfolding, and the will of higher. Basically, you want to see your ideas come out when we know that deep down this is coming from above, right? And so this is a working out, it's unfolding, and we need to step aside and remove our personality responses to these things. So these world affairs, as they're taking place, and as we're watching this kind of unravel, these things have to necessarily be based upon the demand and the point in evolution of the mass of humanity working through their representatives, and whether or not they were appointed or chosen or imposed upon us. The representatives chosen or imposed, okay? No matter. So this is about the response of humanity and the point in evolution of where humanity is at. What is the position of a spiritual / disciple / teacher supposed to be at this point in time? It's kind of to sit back and maintain the higher attitude. And then these events will be molded, spiritualized, modified, and affected by the expression of the spiritual people and how we are responding to the whole thing and the attitude that we have towards these things. So this is really where we fit into this scenario. It's about maintaining the positivity, that attitude of love to the whole, and non-separativeness, the recognition of the brotherhood of all humanity, the spiritual teachings that you give can sway the outcomes, but ultimately we need to check ourselves, including myself, and this is what I'm saying. We need to check ourselves in terms of our attitude towards all that is happening at this point. Because if you were to impose, your way and argue your position all the time, you're creating more separativeness than not. So we are to bring things together. We are to have the understanding that all these things are unraveling, unfolding exactly as it needs to, and we're just shining our light. We're just letting our light shine everywhere we go, and maintaining that positive attitude, and loving, caring attitude and kindness, sharing kindness towards everyone, and being positive in a world that is finding out that things are not as we had thought coming into this scenario. We're finding out that there was much more going on behind the scenes than we ever had known. And now it's really just our responsibility to be there and hold space and light for those who are about to find out and are finding out what all is happening here. So while we may be well intentioned in arguing and trying to get our point across, we have to remember that that's not how we do it. But to cap it off, humanity as a whole determines its own destiny as a whole, not just from one perspective, or not just from a spiritual perspective. There's a lot going on here, and it's one big movement. We point the way, we indicate the future, we indicate the vision, we set the example, and we emphasize the ancient landmarks. And by that, what we're saying is, we are to basically point to the truth of the processes of, raising our consciousness up to higher levels, right? And climbing the ladder in evolution and in consciousness. All right, be blessed, friends.